Hello everyone, welcome to Urbanscape Bangalore, and in today's episode we will be talking about this beautiful tropical plant that blooms profusely during summer but sometimes also blooms throughout the year. This is the Allamanda from the same family as the Mandevilla. This is native to South America, Mexico, Argentina, etc. The common two varieties largely grown in Indian gardens are the Allamanda Blanchetii, which is native to Brazil and bears these somewhat blood pink flowers, and the Allamanda cathartica, which bears yellow flowers. They are also called the golden trumpet, yellow bell, and many more. The Allamanda is from the Apocynaceae family, hence they would be secreting this milky sap which is toxic. So please wash your hand with soap after handling this plant. Unlike the Mandevilla, this is not a typical vine, however, it could be more appropriately called a rambler that can grow jutting over a wall or a fence. These plants can grow really tall up to a height of 20 feet. You would have seen some cathartica varieties grown extensively in road medians, highways, etc. Hence, these are very drought tolerant plants. The only drawback you could say is that the flowers aren't well attached to the stalk and are very feeble and can fall off if you shake the plant even slightly or even with a gush of wind. They are not very fragrant. The Blanchetii flowers can grow really big, almost palm size. This is better grown in the ground for larger foliage and blooms. The bees and the butterflies love this plant. The bumblebees can fit their bulky bodies right into these magnificent flowers. You can look at the buds as well, which exactly looks like the Mandevilla, but the flowers to touch are more rubbery and the petals' circumference is distinctly round compared to the Mandevilla. The buds look even more beautiful with their glistening surface shimmering even more when the sun hits their tender, soft, virgin petals. In both the varieties, the leaves might look different, but in both these plants, there are 4 leaves that form a whorl like this. Now let us talk about the care needs for this plant. So this plant likes full sunlight and will not tolerate any amount of shade. Watering, like I said, could be consistent during summer to get this blooming throughout the year. But even if you forget watering this, it's okay, but don't make that a habit. Soil must be well draining, hence use 40% sand, 30% compost and 30% garden soil. Or if you have coco peat, then use 50:50 of sand and coco peat. I barely fertilize this plant and still it blooms like this. Fertilize with organic matter or a balanced fertilizer of equal proportions of NPK. The trick to getting more blooms in the Allamanda is pruning. So prune the plant at least once a year for more blooms. Propagation can be easily done with the help of semi-hardwood cuttings, which is neither too old nor too young. This plant is quite pest resistant. I've hardly seen any pests. It could get some mealybug attack if it is in shade or has too much wet feet. Yellowing of leaves is quite common in this plant. You do not have to worry about it too much. Add compost to make the soil slightly acidic if the leaves turn yellow too often and in large numbers. This plant does not like alkaline soil. In addition to all this, it needs a support in the form of a trellis or a wall because of their floppy stems. I will probably show you the propagation some other time. But for now, we have come to the end of yet another episode of my series on summer blooming plants. If you like this video, then please like, share and subscribe. And also follow me on Instagram and Facebook for more pictures and updates on my plants. The link is given below. Thank you for watching Urbanscape Bangalore, and until we meet again, goodbye.